Welcome number 999999999 of the promotion 87890984393067657657657634543256789789534625689978953464547676213. You could say that today is the luckiest day of all your existences, said a strange man with a silver beard and golden eyes, until he was interrupted. Very interesting what you are telling me, but who the hell are you? What are you doing in my house? What has happened to the decoration of my house? In addition, why am I dressed? I remember clearly that I went to sleep, said our new beloved MC. The man with the silver beard and golden eyes hit himself with his face and said, "Why do I always have to deal with idiots? Anyway, I'd better explain it to you slowly. 1. I am the god in charge of the regulation of reincarnation. Even if it does not seem like it, I only have 6 trillion years left to retire. I look forward to that day. 2. We aren't at home, which answers your third question. 3. You're dressed because they don't pay me enough to have to endure seeing men." Satisfied with my answer? He said, quite irritated. Our dear MC, quite shocked, asked again, "Does that mean I'm dead? Did I have a heart attack while I was sleeping?" The god of reincarnation with some astonishment said, "It seems you were not as stupid as I thought. You have understood the situation perfectly. You died because of a heart attack, and considering what you ate and the little exercise you did, it's strange that you have passed the age of 15 years, hahaha. This guy is a level 99 bastard. Fuck, for once I die and I miss it. I will present myself once again. I am Abalon, the current god in charge of the regulation of reincarnation of all existing realities. Every era, when the person number 999999999 dies, the rules stipulate that the lucky one can reincarnate with his memories intact in another of the existing realities with certain advantages, depending on the karmic points that have accumulated all your lives the last 999999999 years, and you are the lucky one, said Abalon. Luck, the only way I could win something like this. With those points you can buy skills, objects, or knowledge of all existing realities. Do you understand what I'm telling you?" said Abalon again. "I think I understand the concept, but why do you take the trouble to do this? By all realities, do you mean all realities? Even fiction like anime or video games?" asked our MC once again. "Yes, by all the realities I was referring to all the realities," Abalon answered, quite stressed. "Come on, don't with me, this is surreal. Are you telling me that not only can I acquire fictional powers, but I can also travel to a world of fiction? This is illogical. I'm from the real world. This is impossible," said our MC, trying to reason everything that he was telling. "Real world? Do you call your universe real world? That you are only one more data of a universe created by the simulation of a computer, which is being simulated by another computer? If your pathetic universe full of programming flaws such as black holes or that almost everything tastes like chicken, then what is my universe? The joke one," Abalon said in an extremely sarcastic way. "Don't fuck with me. That theory was true," exclaimed our traumatized protagonist, who had realized that he was not much more than a sim. "Yes, it was true. My job is to manage reincarnation in all realities, which is no small task, so let's get down to business. Every living being can be a creator of realities if those realities have enough acceptance and consistency, and I take care that those creators of realities are recycled correctly and you have a unique opportunity in each, so let's stop chatting." "I don't have all the day," said Abalon, quite annoyed. Our MC, quite angry with the attitude of Abalon, said, "Even though you are such a powerful god, you sound like an official tired of life. If you are so powerful, why are you doing this? Above all, why do you choose someone to reincarnate with his memories intact?" Abalon, really pissed with our MC, said, "Do you think that if I could I would do this job? Do you think I do it for? Do you think that if I were rich I would be here talking to you? And I don't know why this is done, it's a tradition of a long time ago. I've only been working here for 333,333 eras. Okay. I got it. Tell me, how many points I have, how I can spend them and what realities I can choose," said our MC, who wanted to avoid arguing with that irritated god. "I'm sorry, but the option to choose the reality that you want costs points and is a very expensive option. Let's see. Oh my god. 83,973 points, fearful face," Abalon said, extremely surprised. "What happened? Is it a huge amount, right, starstruck? Asked our MC, who was bouncing with joy. No, it's a fucking misery. Ha ha ha, rolling on the floor laughing. Abalon laughed by the bad luck of our MC. Dizzy face, said our dejected MC. I had never seen someone with so few points. Perhaps all your previous incarnations were lazy bears or something. It is impossible that someone has done so little. I doubt you can buy something extremely decisive. In short, I'm happy for you, said Abalon, trying to contain his laughter without success. Son of a bitch. Well, less gives a stone. At least I will keep my memories. Our MC began to inspect the tablet that Abalon had lent him. In that tablet were put all kinds of skills, bloodlines, and all kinds of existing knowledge. Our protagonist, being an otaku, noticed especially those related to anime and manga, and immediately realized that Abalon was right. 83973 points was a pittance. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Made in Heaven. 9999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999. Bleach, The Almighty. 999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999. Teach. The Almighty. 9584000000000000000000000. Naruto, Rinnegan 696969696969. One Pook Man, the physicist of Saitama 100000000000000000000000000. To Aru Majitsu, Vector Manipulation L5888888889. Fairy Tale, Death Magic 5,555,677. Hunter x Hunter, Nen 306,000. Hellsing, Alooker Bloodline 3333337333833. High School DxD, Red Dragon Emperor Sacred Gear 85995959555. Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works 3106000. Choose Reality, 999999999. Choose Reality plus Reincarnation, 9999999999999. Mahou Sensei Nagima, Magic Arabia 57660000900. Naruto, Sharingan 100000000. One Piece, Haki 250000. One Piece, Rokushiki 148000. Bleach, Your Own Zanpakuto 500000000. Reality Discount, 300% discount x 30000000000, etc. FUCK, everything good costs too much. And there is no description. I have to know everything before choosing, or I have to guess by the name. He was right. I can only buy worldly knowledge and some moderate martial skills. Goodbye to my dreams of flying through the air and have superpowers. One moment. 6 Lucky Chain Power Breaker. The user has to choose a reality, and from that reality select 6 origin powers, which has to join in combination chain of shared properties. These properties cannot be repeated, 1 power per person, and the powers cannot be repeated. If you know how to combine it correctly, in a reasoned way and without error, a dice will be thrown and that number will allow you to choose those first skills. If the result is a 1, you can only choose the first one. If you get 6, you can choose the 6. Value, all points. If you choose this option, you cannot buy anything else. In case of failure, the user will not be able to keep his memories in the next reincarnation. Oh God, this is perfect for me. I have to meditate this conscientiously. While Atomsk was still thinking of a good combination, Abalon watched television. Come on, I don't have all day, said Abalon. Our MC with a malevolent laugh said, I have already decided, I put all my points in. 6 Lucky Chain Power Break. Abalon, surprised by what he had said, exclaimed, What? Are you crazy? Nobody has overcome this challenge correctly, and the few who almost succeeded almost ended up with some shitty skills. Ha ha ha, yes, I do not doubt it is quite complicated to choose, but, very surely those who failed were not from my computer-simulated universe, and they weren't JoJo fans. The chain is the following. 1. Kars Ultimate Life Form Bloodline, 1 life. 2. Gold Experience Requiem, 1 life, 2 reality. 3. The World Over Heaven, 2 reality, 3 time. 4. Made in Heaven, 3 time, 4 gravity. 5. Tusk, 4 gravity, 5 space. 6. Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap, 5 space. Kars Ultimate Life Form Bloodline, Life Enhanced Intelligence, Superhuman Senses, Superhuman Strength, Regeneration, Immortality, Evolution and a body manipulation that can manipulate his entire body on a cellular level to gain the traits of any life form, such as bird-like wings that enable him to fly. He can even detach parts of himself and transform them into separate organisms that act independently of himself. Life. Gold Experience Requiem, 1 life, 2 reality. The evolved stand of Giorno Giovanna has 2 notable skills. Life Giver, converts inorganic objects into living organisms, be it an animal or a plant. Life. Return to 0, turn any of its opponent's attacks and willpower back to the state of 0, completely nullifying them and preventing them from becoming real. Hence, it is virtually invincible, as all supposed actions created by an opponent would have been reset back to point 0. Reality. The World Over Heaven, 2 reality, 3 time is the stand of Heaven Ascension DIO, an evolved variation of the world and considered by DIO to be the ultimate stand, has 2 notable skills. Reality Overwrite, this power can be used to rewrite the existence of anything he wants, steal/absorb souls and use them as slaves, heal himself, resurrect the dead and completely negate almost any defense that the series has to offer. Reality. Time Stop, can stop the flow of time without limit, time. Made in Heaven, 3 time, for gravity is a stand belonging to Enrico Pucci. This stand is the final metamorphosis in a chain following Whitesnake and Sea Moon. Time Acceleration, dramatically speed up the flow of time. As time continues to travel, the universe will hit a vanishing point, and a new universe will be created, where everything repeats itself, according to fate. Every surviving organism is brought into the new world, positioned where they should be, according to a date chosen by the user, time. Gravity Manipulation, can manipulate the gravity in all the universe, gravity. Tusk, for gravity, 5 space is the stand of Johnny Joestar, and have 4 acts. A stand embodies the infinite energy and rotation of the super spin that defies the laws of gravity. Gravity can create portals and spaces, space, and do infinite damage with his rotation. If ACT-4 touches someone, it imbues the target with an infinite spinning motion. Not only does part of the body separate to spin, everything down to individual cells spin on themselves, greatly distorting the shape of the victim. Eventually the targets are disintegrated by the rotation. Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap, 5 space is the stand of the USA President Funny Valentine. Dimension Hop, allows its user to visit parallel worlds/dimensions and interact with them. No 2 versions of the same person or thing can coexist in the same dimension, one of them will have to go back into their own. If not, and if they get too close to one another, both will crumble, splitting into Menger sponges before obliteration. This rule does not apply to the user himself. If the user is injured, he can hop into another dimension and transfer his D4C to this world's user. He acquires the memory of the previous user and becomes the root user, by virtue of now possessing the stand. Furthermore, he can summon any number of alternate selves to a target dimension in order to outnumber his opponents. Upon hearing the choice and explanation of our MC, Abalon panicked. Fuck face screaming in fear, 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 face screaming in fear. If you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later, bye bye.